Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 10 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew Trail of the Twister. Frosty just told us we should probably go over to the Fraser Creek.
It's late, Nancy. Why don't you call it quits for the day?
Fraser Creek windmill to try and get pictures of cirrostratus clouds. So we'll go do that quick. We haven't really been focusing much on clouds in this walkthrough, but if somebody says you should go somewhere, you should probably go there. That's just kind of a rule in Nancy Drew games. But I've completely forgotten where the windmill is, so let's use our GPS because that makes a lot more sense. Okay, windmill. We went the wrong way. Turn around, Nancy. U-turn. Oops. Careful. Ooh, nice to see you two cows. There we go. Okay. Every time we leave the windmill, there's always a big white truck also leaving the windmill. Beautiful. We'll get a very nice picture of that. Look at that. Got some beautiful cirrostratus clouds up there. Alright, let's head back to the farmhouse. Debbie did say it was probably time to, oh gosh, head to bed. We almost rear-ended a semi. Oops. Where are we? Oh, good. I'm going the right way. Back we go. We can try and upload the cirrostratus clouds.
Time to call it a day, Nancy. Hit the sack and I'll see you first thing in the morning.
Cool. Okay, let's just upload that really quickly. Which means I think we're going to have to de-download one of our pictures. Let's maybe take away this one. Okay, and then we're going to go to our camera and we want to download this one. Beautiful. Did that give us cirrostratus clouds? It did. So it seems like the pulled out pictures are usually the best for that kind of thing. We didn't get any of the other pictures, but that's okay. That's fine. That's just for the award at the end of the game. It's not required to solve the mystery. Something you can do if you want to, just for fun. All right, let's go to bed.
Good morning, Debbie.
Nancy, perfect timing. We've got a couple target storms ready to go critical. We need to get out in the field now. You'll drive. Scott and I are going to be tracking the storm. Okay? Ready?
Yes, let's go.
I think she said I drive. Do I take the big truck? Yeah, I drive the big truck. I'm gonna crash the sucker.
Maybe 3 possible targets out there.
All right, good. That's what I like to hear. Tell me what we're looking at.
Got word that the northmost cell is already throwing some pretty sizable hail. We might be a little late on that one.
All right, that's not the system I'm excited about anyway.
Didn't think so. We go west. It's a longer drive, but there's some good movement, high amount of shear.
Perfect.
From what I've been hearing, Brooks' team has been saying they already got 6 confirmed touchdowns and 2 good reads on supercells that didn't spawn funnels.
Please, she's a number inflator if there ever was one. 6 people confirming 1 storm cloud is not 6 confirmations. We really could use a nice data set on a non-tornadic supercell.
Maybe she'll share what she's got.
Now that's an idea. Why didn't I think of that? Brooke, it'd be really cool if you'd share your data. I mean, really, it's just the right thing to do.
What the heck?
This system is starting to look
Oh my
really
gosh,
good.
this truck is
Should
super
I drive
annoying.
into one of the pull-offs for tracking a storm?
Yes.
Where do I go? There's still a pile up down there from the one that I crashed into. Should I drive into one of the pull-offs for tracking the storm? Is that like down here? Like one of these areas or something? Like this one? Like this?
It's your lucky day, Nancy. Since I don't feel like wrestling with the prehistoric Doppler unit, you're going to do it for me.
Oh, good. What do I do? Is it over here? Oh, it's over here.
Since Kanyuka could care less about providing working equipment, we're stuck with this garbage. You're going to have to take care warming it up since it's about twice your age. You're going to have to flip 3 switches, 1 in each group, to get it started. All the lights need to be set to blue before it starts working properly. Remember, the lights won't turn until you activate them.
Okay, so he said I need to flip one switch in each group, and they all need to be blue before I can activate them. But I'm confused on what he means by that. I need to flip one switch in each. Like that? Okay. Okay. I see. Oh, you do one switch each. Okay. And then you can switch them to blue. So you have to turn a couple back to yellow before you can get it back to blue. That makes sense. So you can only do one switch in each time.
There it goes again. Shoot! We've got to get this back up and running quickly. If those cables get mixed up, it will be days before I can get them resorted. Make sure you keep those cables in order. Don't forget, the top cable goes in the first plug and the bottom goes in the last plug.
The first cable goes in the top plug. And the bottom goes in the what now? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. First cable goes in the top plug. So, like, I think the dark pink is the first one because it's on top of all the others.
Finished?
No, I'm not finished. Just started. Then it would be this teal one, it looks like, is next. And then maybe the yellow one, I think, is the third one.
What's the word? You finished?
And then green, I believe, was the next one. And then probably orange. It's nice that you
How
can
are things coming on that Doppler?
Bit by bit. Oh, not green. Okay. Light blue. Oh, wait. Why did I think it was green? Oh, that was the dark green, light green, and then orange. Let's try that. Not the dark green.
How are things coming on that Doppler?
Okay. Then we'll need the light blue, and then this kind of periwinkle color. And then probably the pink. Okay. Let's try that.
Almost done?
And then purple. And then probably this dark purple, indigo-ish color. And then probably the blue. And then after the blue... I'm almost done, Scott. Just hold your horses. He's actually asking.
How are things coming
calmly.
on that Doppler?
I'm almost done. Okay, purple, green, red. Or magenta, green, red. Okay. How's that?
Almost done?
Yes.
Nice job, Nancy. Looks like we're ready to roll.
Good.
Actually, it looks like we're out a bit early here. Nothing's developing like it should be. Let's get back to base and track from there. I don't want to follow a bum lead on a system with this much potential.
So I literally did all that work for nothing. That's fun. What was the point of that? Okay. Talk to me, Debbie. What's up?
Nancy, have you seen Scott?
Not since we got back.
There's a huge front coming in and he's nowhere to be seen. This is not like Scott. If you see him around, will you let me know? Chase and Frosty and I are supposed to be leaving for the Grange soon, and I really need to know that someone is keeping an eye on these fronts.
Okay, so it's kind of our job here to track down Scott and figure out where he is. So if we go over by his desk, we see that there is a piece of paper sticking out here. So let's go ahead and open that up.
Brooke's been paying Scott off?
Ooh, Scott, you fulfilled your end of the bargain. My team is bound to win now. Let's meet at the agreed upon location this afternoon before the storm hits. I'll bring your payment. Don't forget the final terms are you disappear until my team has officially been named the winner. Brooke. Location, site, review, surface charts. And then I would write this down, 45 plus dew point and continuous moderate rain. 85 degrees plus with either light hail, no thunder, or severe thunder storm with hail. Find dates. So what you need for that is you're going to go downstairs. This is how we're going to track Scott down. Oop, don't go upstairs. Go down here. If we look over here, we notice that this is the storm weather symbols. So we are going to be looking for a 45 plus point dew point and continuous moderate rain, which looks like this, the 3 dots. We're also going to be looking for 85 degrees plus with either light hail, no thunder, so these 2 arrows, or a severe thunderstorm with hail, which is this one, this little symbol here. So then you're going to go over to the surface charts. Over here, where Frosty is. Look at the surface charts. And I would start at the beginning. And basically, you're going to look for any of the symbols. So we have this symbol here, but does it have a 45 degree dew point? 45 degree plus dew point? Yes, it does. So then you're going to write down that date, March 8th. Okay, let's look for some more of those. We have 3 dots, greater than 45 dew point. Okay, March 21st. Look for the 3 dots. Greater than dew point? Yes, March 26th. We're also going to write down as an important date. Any others? Dew point is not greater, so we don't need to worry about that one. This one, dew point is greater. April 3rd is an important date. Let's go down again. Dew point is greater. Yes, so April 10th we are also going to write down. Then we go over here. Any more 3 dot systems? This one, greater dew point, yes. April 29th we will also write down. And then we're into May. We have this one. Dew point isn't greater than 45, so don't write that one down. That's all for the first clue. The next clue is 85 degrees or more with light hail. So you look here, temperature was 85. We're going to write down March 3rd. Or we're looking for severe thunderstorms with hail. So look for the arrow symbols or this symbol here. 85 degrees, that's good. So we're going to write down March 18th. Okay, let's keep going. Arrows. Temperature is not high enough, so don't worry about that one. Arrows. Temperature is high enough. April 6th we are going to write down. Okay, keep going. Wrong arrows. Oh, here's some arrows, but the temperature isn't greater than 85, so don't worry about that one. Here's some arrows, temperature greater than 85. April 23rd is an important date to write down. Let's see, that's the wrong symbol. Going into May, temperature isn't high enough. Here we go, temperature is high enough. May 6th will be important to write down. Keep going. Okay, here we go. May 12th, also important to write down because temperature is high enough. Here, temperature not high enough. Here, temperature not high enough. And that's the last one. Okay, so now we have all of those dates written. We're going to go up to Scott's office. And we're going to look on his calendar for the dates that we wrote down. So if you go over to his calendar here, starting in March, we have March 3rd, which is a W. And we have this little piece of paper over here where Nancy's taking notes. So W. Next is March 8th, which is an M. Nancy, keep typing. What are you doing? Okay. Then we have March 18th, which is a 9. And then we have, let's see, March 21st, which is an A. Next, we have March 26th, which is a, I think it's a G. Is that a G? And then that's all the March dates. So now we move into April. April 3rd, we have a V. And then April 6th, we have a 2. April 10th, we have a C. Okay. April 23rd, we have an S. April 29th, we have an H. That's all in April. And then May 6th, we have a 4. And May 12th, we have 4. And May 12th, we have an A. So we now have these numbers. WM9A, GV2C, SH4A, which all correspond to pictures in the gallery on the computer downstairs. So if we bring these numbers downstairs and go into the gallery, we will notice that all of the pictures...
These symbols match Scott's. This must be some sort of code.
We all have the windmill. So where's another one?
So does this one.
And if you didn't get the first 2 times, you'll probably get it on the 3rd time.
These are all of the windmill. That must be where Scott's been meeting Brooke.
They're all of the windmill. So that's probably where Scott is now. That is where we're going to need to go to intercept him. So let's get on it. We're going to go on a little bit of an exciting chase here in the rain. Nice and safe. We love it. All right, into our car. GPS. We are going to the windmill, which is down south just a ways. We're gonna wrap around here. Oh, I missed my turn. Didn't go down far enough. Hi, cows. We're gonna zoom past this green one. Did I miss my turn again? Such a maze. I'm not good at directions in real life either. All right, here we go. Windmill.
Nancy, what are you doing here?
You mean me as opposed to Brooke?
Brooke? What are you talking about?
When I was fixing the phone jack, I accidentally overheard the phone conversation you two had. I could hear it through the headset on your desk.
And just what do you think you overheard?
Enough to know you two are working together. You've been sabotaging your own team, haven't you? You've been doing everything you can to make sure Brooke's team wins and yours loses.
That's ridiculous.
That's why you're meeting her way out here, so the people who've been looking up to you all this time couldn't see her paying you off.
I have never gotten the credit I deserve for the work I've done, ever! I know more about tornadoes than any person alive, and I get neither the respect nor the compensation people half as brilliant as me get without lifting a finger. Why? Because I work for a podunk college run by podunk incompetents bent on bad-mouthing and spiting me at every turn just because I don't play well with others at their idiotic staff meetings.
Why don't you just quit?
Because thanks to them, I'm considered impossible to work with. No other school will hire me. I'm stuck here and they know it. So yes, I've been sabotaging my own team. And yes, Brooke is paying me a small fortune to do so because I've had it. I'm through. A tornado's forming. I can feel it. It'll be on the ground in minutes. And it's going to be huge. And here you are, a novice out in the field and all alone.
Nancy, this is Debbie. Over.
Did he just shove me and I, like, blacked out?
I'm here. I think Scott knocked me out.
He did what?
When I confronted him about selling the team out to Brooke, he went berserk.
I can't believe he would do that, and with Brooke Tavenaugh of all people. Well, we'll deal with that later. Right now, I need you down here at the Grange ASAP. We need to evacuate the theater, and you've got my Grange keys with you in Frosty's car.
I'm on my way. Over and out.
All right, so we need to navigate ourselves to the Grange Theater. We're at the windmill, and we need to go to the Grange. Okay, so we basically need to stay south and just go directly east. This is a place we haven't been to before. Oh, whoops, sorry, sir, ma'am, whoever. My bad. Just go all the way over here. There's the antenna. All the way over. Oh, there's the Grange. We're here! Oh, what a cute building. Tornado
It's been
sirens.
chaos here. I was able to cobble together a pretty basic tracking system back at the homestead, and instantly I knew we were in trouble. The storm was showing a high potential of moving into town, but without the proper readings, we couldn't issue an alert. I knew we'd have to evacuate the Grange in person. But when we got here, we saw that it's locked. The shelter is locked on a performance night. I need you to take care of this while the rest of us work on a backup plan, okay? I'm trusting you here. I know you can do this. There are a lot of people depending on you right now.
Okay, well, where are the keys? Do I have them? Keys. Okay, so this is the key that we need to match.
What is this now? Who would double lock a storm shelter? Nancy, quick, which key opens the shelter?
With like 3 different keys. Okay, so we need one that has 2 points on the end and 2 more points in the middle.
What's the word, Nancy? Getting close. That storm's starting to sound pretty bad.
Is it this one? Okay. Is it this one? Is it this one?
Yes, you did it! Nice job, Nancy.
4th key. 4th key. Why would you have multiple keys to a storm shelter? That makes no sense. See, that's like puzzle just for the sake of a
I
puzzle.
think the worst is past.
Ooh, scary.
Nancy, where are you going? Get in the shelter.
I can't just let Scott get away.
We're gonna
Okay,
chase
Nancy,
him?
first thing, switch on your GPS. That little dot you see, follow that and it will lead you right to Scott. We put a tracker on his truck. It's a safety thing. But Nancy, be careful out there. Keep this radio on and I'll do my best to keep you safe. And Nancy, I'm really sorry about everything that happened back there. Scott, he wasn't always like this. I was worried about him earlier. His heart clearly wasn't in it anymore. He was putting us in danger. I just wanted to do what's best.
That's not what it sounded like when I overheard you talking to Frosty. You two wanted to get rid of Scott, and from where I was standing, you sure didn't sound very concerned about safety.
Nancy, I know it probably sounded bad, but there's a lot you don't know. Pete, the intern you took over for, his injury wasn't just an accident. He got hurt because Scott sent him out where he never should have been. After that, I knew I had to take over.
That's still no...
Looking back, I do think differently. But I did what I did for the right reasons. I wanted to push Scott until the world saw how reckless he was being. It was a mistake. I screwed up and I accept responsibility. No matter what happens out there, promise me that you'll be careful.
I promise.
So we gotta move pretty fast to try and cut Scott off. And there's lots of fallen debris, which doesn't make things any easier. But there's no other cars for me to crash into except Scott, so let's get him. Kinda tells me where he is. He's just really going over this way. Oh, maybe this way. Oh, I found him, I found him. What is he doing? Where is he going? I'm just following him. What is this supposed to accomplish, Nancy? Whee! Get him! I'm going to get him! I can do it! Look at me go! Got a little bit faster there, now he's getting away from me. But I have a better turn radius than he does in my little car. Oh, he crashed. Uh-oh. Oh! That looks like a big piece of wood. Oh gosh. Oh! Ooh, that was a bad crash. How'd he get
I
here?
better find us some shelter. I wonder if there's a way to get into the spring house.
Crowbar! Yikes!
Made it!
We lived!
Dear Ned, Once the theater was successfully evacuated, Debbie and Chase were able to follow the GPS tracking signal to the spring house, where Scott and I had safely weathered the storm. Although he was pretty seriously shaken up in the crash, Scott came to in time to see Frosty arrive with the police. He received community service for destruction of public property and interfering with public safety records. He didn't fare so well with the college. They fired him quicker than lightning hitting a bee-stung greyhound, as they say around here. So it looks like he'll actually be serving the community now, instead of just pretending to, even if it's just by picking up garbage by the side of the road. Word spread quickly about Scott's misdeeds, and soon Brooke Tavenaugh, the rival chase team leader, found herself out of a job as well. With the storm season almost over, it looked like both teams were out of the competition. Debbie, always the organizer, decided to combine the remaining members on both teams for the remainder of the season. Without Scott's ever-present storm cloud hanging over the team and his constant sabotaging, the team really began to hit its stride with Debbie in charge. 2 days after I told Krollmeister I had found the source of the sabotage and the change in team leaders, Debbie's chase team was greeted by a surprise delivery, the next generation of Krollmeister's storm tracking and detection equipment. With Scott out of the picture, Frosty renegotiated his contract. Now that he's able to pursue his own projects on the side, he's just about doubled his output. He's launched his own business, and when he's not getting pelted by softball-sized hail, you'll find him in his studio. Chase has given up on his dreams of finding oil. Even if he hadn't, he wouldn't have the time to look. Debbie's keeping him too busy. Free from having to spend his days fixing Scott's mistakes, Chase has finally had the opportunity to show off his keen sense for weather. Now that Debbie has accepted Scott's old position as head of the Canute Storm Team, he's become her right-hand man. Last I heard, he was going to assist Debbie in her classes in the fall. And when I got home, I found a surprise delivery myself as well. The first shipment of my lifetime supply of Cocoa Crinkle Bars. Krollmeister also sent me a note telling me to keep my bags packed. He has a special surprise trip planned for me as a way to say thanks. As long as it's someplace where the clouds stay in the sky like they belong, I'll be happy to go. While the winners of the Green Skies event won't be determined until fall, things are looking pretty good for Debbie's team. With the new equipment, they've logged the most storm data. And although Debbie won't be showing anyone until she's 100% sure, the team may have made a verified touchdown prediction. Yesterday, a postcard from Pa arrived. After the town repaired the storm damage to the Grange, they restaged the town play. They even added a new part about the storm, including a scene where a certain someone unlocks the storm shelter. As long as it wasn't played by Pa in a wig, I'm happy. Pa says that he remembered most of his lines this time, at least the important ones. As for me, well, I've had just about enough stormy weather for one season. Love, Nancy.
Which of the following is not one of the new Wickford candy bars? Cowabubble, Bovinity, Cudsmackers, or Utter Pops? Definitely Bovinity. All right, and these are the awards that we got. You get this one by spending lots of paw pennies, Easter eggs. I kind of mentioned in some previous videos where some of those are found. Glass half full, just being positive. Repeated touring of the Oklahoma Plains. That's probably just because I'm really bad at navigating. Super sleuth, looking through all of the clues, answering the trivia question. You can try more candy if you want. You can get all the clouds. You can get 8 out of 8 on the quiz right away. I got 7 out of 8. Homesteader, that's playing the game in Pa's museum, which is totally optional. For watching TV, seeing all of the TV little teasers, I guess, or cookies. And then for sweetening the days of others, giving candy to everyone. So those are how you can get all of the trophies if you are so inclined.
After risking my life chasing down deadly twisters, I think it's time for a change of pace. I've decided to join Bess and George on their trip to Kyoto, Japan. I've always wanted to visit Japan, from the exotic food and wild fashion in the cities to the nature and tradition in the smaller towns. I know there's going to be a ton to see and do. As a thank you for all of my hard detective work, PG Krollmeister has reserved a room for me at one of the area's best ryokans, or traditional inns. It'll be nice to finally take a break from solving mysteries and to spend a few weeks without danger and dark secrets hiding around every corner. I've already heard that the ryokan I'm staying in has quite a reputation. I'm not sure exactly for what, though. Well, I'll find that out soon enough. Join me in my next adventure, Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Yikes. Well, that'll be the next mystery that we will tackle for a walkthrough for this channel. Very excited for that one because it is probably the scariest, maybe the second scariest game in the Nancy Drew series, depending on how you view scare factor. So that one will be a lot of fun to record. But in the meantime, I hope that you thoroughly enjoyed this walkthrough. Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that people are enjoying these videos, and I can't wait to make more. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.